Was really good. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the boxing grind. We here. And Manny Pacquiao refused to be on the possible Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn undercard for the WBO welterweight title that he lost to Jeff Horn. Potentially that fight is supposed to be going down in April, I think April 10th in Las Vegas. But Jeff Horn is playing hardball negotiations, saying he wants $5 million. He says $1 million versus Crawford isn't enough, and that's factual. If he can go make $2 million versus Anthony Mundine, he knows he's not gonna have the WBO title long. The other trainers in Australia is telling him to steer clear of Terence Crawford. So why not move up and make $2 million versus an easy fight like Anthony Mundine, and go and do other things. You're gonna lose to Crawford anyway. Even if you beat him legitly, they probably gonna rob you. Short of a knockout, and they might still rob you. So, he playing hardball, trying to milk Bob Arum's pockets. He wants, $5 million, more like, maybe three. You go high just to get what you want when they come back around and compromise. But, if that fight does happen, Pacquiao, probably feels that it's beneath him as a living legend in the sport to fight on that undercard. To me, it's really genius. He gonna carry some numbers as well, and people still looking to see Pacquiao, and they want to see Pacquiao in Vegas. He wants to get a solid opponent. I guess they want to give him a little tune-up on the undercard or whatever it was. Said he wants a solid opponent, and it says that he don't want to fight an undercard. Basically, he don't want to. He still thinks he's bigger than Jeff Horn and Terence Crawford. But, popularity-wise, he is. He can pull his own card and fight whoever and pull more numbers than Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn. That's factual. So why would he take a pay cut and do that? So, ain't no disrespect there. It's just he knows his worth. He knows he's still, more popular than Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn put together. And fans still believe he got robbed, and he can play off that, and people still going to see if he still got it. Yeah, so, I thought it would be a dope card, but I do think it's a bit disrespectful for him to be on the undercard of Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn when he still got some pull power. Who will he fight? Nobody knows. They said he wants a solid opponent. I don't know who's out there, to be honest. Will somebody move up? Danny Garcia is fighting Brandon Rios in February. They want to fight Danny bad, but he fighting Brandon Rios, I think, in February 17th on Showtime. Matisse is tied up. Provodnikov is retired. Tim Bradley is retired. Jesse Vargas is tied up with Keith Thurman potentially in April. Who's out there for him to fight that to be a solid opponent at 140 or 147? Mikey Garcia is tied up with Lipinets now. Saddam Ali sounds like he don't want to come back down from 154 pounds. For Pacquiao fight, he possibly could and still have his title at 154. That might be a dark horse in there. Sean Porter said he ain't coming back to fight till Keith Thurman, trying to fake an injury. And plus he with PBC. So it's tough. Marquez ain't coming back. Cotto ain't coming back. It ain't too much at 140. That's a known commodity right now. So, could Pacquiao move down? And try to make a Lomachenko fight? I doubt it at this point. I doubt it. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see who they get Pacquiao to fight. He wants a solid opponent on the comeback, and I'm trying to think of who would be a solid opponent out there for him. Carlos Ocampo, he's the IBF mandatory for Earl Spence. There's a couple names out there. Ray Robinson, he's a lower level guy who did beat Crawford in the amateurs, according to him, and his Crawford family tried to beat him up. So after that fight, he's a guy with skill. He lost to Sean Porter early in his career. I don't think he got knocked out, though. So we'll see, man. We'll see what Top Rank does, what Houdini Magic Trick Day does, where they get somebody to move down and come or move up to fight Pacquiao, and then move Pacquiao to move down. Potentially been some bad blood between Freddie Roach and Jorge Linares, where, Freddie Roach said Pacquiao iced Linares and sparring. Linares said no. So maybe Linares can get the Gusta fight in He could turn around in April or, and fight Pacquiao at 140. Lenard said he's open to that fight. Freddie Roach has been talking about that fight, so that might be another dark horse fight that possibly can happen. Some bad blood there between Lenard and Freddie Roach. But, I don't know who Pacquiao going to fight, but it won't be on the undercard of Terence Crawford and Jeff Horn, that potential fight. We gone.